yo. It's your boy, Marky Marks Tarot. Don't be a. Good Lord. Hey, Sophie, how you doing today? Yo, yo, yo. It's Barbie. Hey, Paris, how you been? Damn tag in the back of my shirt's aggravating. Cut it the hell off. Hey, Lucky. Yeah, I'm good. I just came out of the pool. I was in there for a whole hour. It was so nice. I worked out in there, swam around, stretched. It was beautiful. The water was nice and cool. It was so freaking hot today. It was crazy. Oh my God, it was hot today. But now it's nice and now it's cloudy. And the water was like, in the pool, the water was like perfect. So I went in there for about an hour, relaxed, swam around, did some exercises. It was great. My nephew got his license today for his bike. Him and his mom went for a bike ride to my mom and dad's house. So he went there, had a nice time, went for a ride. Tomorrow he goes for a ride with like a former police officer, like to go through the roads and all the stuff that he has to go through, like stop signs and all that bullshit. So tomorrow he has to do that. So he's excited. He's got his license and rode his bike on the road for the first time today. We might go in another hour. I'm gonna go for a drive. I'm gonna go for a ride with him on my bike. We might go for a ride again. So I told him around 7 o'clock the traffic's kind of gone from the rush from the 5 o'clock traffic. So I told him around 7 o'clock we'll go for a ride. Sophie, you said it's been thundering all day there. Oh shit. Yeah, it's been hot as shit here and cloudy now. But it's been hot as hell today. It's like what the heck. He rides a Peugeot. Yeah, he's been practicing for the past few months, up and down the hill here, around the yard. I've been showing him like to go around. He passed his test a while ago. Today he just had to go to the place and he went to the doctor's office this morning to get a physical because you got to be like, physically good to ride a bike, doctor's note. So he got that this morning. He went to go get his license. He's been for a ride already, and we're gonna go again today. We're gonna go in probably an hour. I'll probably take him. Hey Dan, how you doing, brother? Yeah, so he'll be all right. I'm just really happy that he's got his own transportation now. It eases me up from taking him all over the place. But he's very comfortable on the bike. He's nice. He's good. They know what they're doing. Hey Teresa, how you doing? So yeah, all worked out. So now every single one of my nephews have a bike license. Oh, nice, Teresa. Enjoy. I love chocolate chip banana muffins. I bought an apple Danish for me to eat later for my dessert. I'll have that for dessert. I'm thinking about having pizza tonight. I'm not sure, but I think I might have a homemade pizza tonight. I had chicken for lunch. Dan, you said you picked a cucumber and some cherry tomatoes. Oh, nice. I like both. I like cucumbers and cherry tomatoes. They're nice. That's cool, Dan. You got some free fruit. I guess a cucumber and a cherry tomato are considered fruits, right? Not vegetables. Yeah, they have seeds. Yeah, there you go. I haven't had cucumber in a while. I like to put cucumber chopped up in my salad and like a chicken Caesar salad. If I remember, I'll get like a cucumber. I like cherry tomatoes, but I only eat them every now and then. Yeah, everybody always talks about food on here, which is cool. I like when everybody talks about food. It's better than talking about other people's lives and shit and negative shit, you know. But otherwise, that all's good. It's been a good energy day today. It's been nice and quiet. It's been calm. No aggravations. It's been nice. Just getting out of the pool just now for being in there for an hour was so refreshing and so good. It was nice. It's okay, Barb. I always wonder what the hell is a fruit and what's a vegetable anyway. Oh heck no. Hey Nisi, how you doing? I got your donation, I believe. Oh shit. I gotta get my cards. I forgot I did a reading earlier for someone over over the other desk over there. I forgot I had them over there. I'm like, where the hell's my cards? All right. Thanks, Nisi, for your donation. You can ask your question when you're ready. Yep. Where they cored out a cucumber and stuffed it with liver mix. Ugh. Hell no. You know what I like? I like zucchini boats. Like we cut a zucchini in half and we take the core out and we leave it to the side and we mix it in with meat, like chopped up meat, like you do tacos, and we put it on top of that in the middle in the core of the zucchini, and we top it off with cheese. I haven't had that in a long time, but I like that too. We call it zucchini boats. Every now and then we make it when we remember. Yeah, I would like to do that this week. Oh hell no. One woman's bad enough, let alone two. That's why them men probably drive themselves crazy. You're doing well? That's good. Yeah, I'm all right. All was good. I don't like to complain much. All right, your question is what is in store in the month of September? Month of September, you're going to have to pay your electrical bill, your rent, groceries. You're probably going to put up with some crazy people. You're probably going to have to go to work, unfortunately. Uh, you might see me. if you come in here. People will be a pain in the ass probably to you. Yeah, that's what's gonna happen in September. Same shit, different day. We call her Nisi because everybody's names changed on here, like because it's at whatever. But we call her Nisi. Stupid YouTube's changed everything again. Dumbass shit. Yep, after September, it's October, and then November and December. And we're going to have to do the same shit again. You're going to have to get dressed. You're going to have to use the bathroom. Every month is the same thing. But let's see what else is in store for you in the month of September. Okay. All right. So Nisi, what I'm getting here is there could be two men that you deal with in September. Could be a brother, father, son, boyfriend, husband, whoever these two men are. Could be bosses, co-workers. Could be two men. They're good men. They're honest, reliable, mature, responsible. One's maybe younger than the other. So if you have a husband and a son, it could be them. If you have two brothers, one older, one younger, it could be them. Could be a boss and a coworker, or it just could be two guys that you know. Two good men here. That's good. In September, that can help you. Someone's honest, devoted, mature. So if you need these two men to help you out in some type of way, they will. If you need help from them, or you can rely on them, or you're working with them, you can depend on them as far as work. They can be very patient and persistent with you, help you out in all type of way. Now, the only other thing I get here is um, in the month of September, you can deal with like knowing somebody that's sick. You might be taking care of somebody that's sick, or you might know somebody that gets sick and goes through some hard times. Um, I don't think it's you being sick, but it could be someone that you know. And if it isn't a sickness, it could be like you getting bad news about somebody getting sick, or somebody going through some type of criticism or crisis or something like that. It could either be like a sickness or some bad news about them going through some bad times. So it could be either that or can you guys hear me? Because it says chat disconnected. The fuck? I hope it's not disconnected. Now it says successfully connected. So I hope I wasn't talking to hear myself. Oh yeah, you can hear me? Okay, cool. All right. Okay, Teresa. Um, you too. All right. So Nisi, that's what I get in the month of September, but there also could be like a person who is restraining themselves from other people that you know, or you could be like distancing yourself from certain people because you've lost your faith in them, or you like know that you can't deal with this person because you're not going to get anything from them, you know. um this person could be like the person that in September could be another man that's sad or in trouble, or if you're dealing with a lot of men in September, you can deal with the possibility of three different guys. So this could be like family, friends, workers, co-workers, whatever, just people in your life that you're going to deal with in the month of September because you don't even show up here It's just people that you're dealing with. Where one man can go through a lot of trouble and some crisis or some sickness or some bad shit, and you're gonna have to deal with it, or you're gonna deal with them. And then there's other two men that are decent and have, your back and help you, and whatever you need from them, you'll get from them. So this could be like just nothing but guys in your life, uh, good and bad, in the month of September. I don't know if this resonates or makes any sense to you, but that's what I got here. There's three different men here. One that's sad, two that's okay, one's older, one's younger. The other one's also older and mature, but having problems. So you might hear of someone having problems and they say, hey, Nisi, this person, this male has some issues. Can you help? Or, or you want us to help, or you want us to do this or that, whatever. So it could be a sickness or just getting bad news. Okay, as long as it makes sense. You don't have to elaborate, obviously, if it's personal shit. But in the month of September, if you need help with this person that gets sick or this person that you're dealing with, two other men can help you and make life easier for you, or help you and make things happen where you're going to be okay. So if you're wondering next month if you're going to get help from two men or even one man, it could be a one man, but just two different, like, situations or whatever. And spirit just wants you to have the strength to deal with it. You know, spirit knows that you control things. Whatever situation you get yourself into, you control the situation. You have the strength, the courage, the energy. They say you're gonna have a lot of confidence in September. Um, if you have some sort of love life, then your love life is gonna be okay. Like you'll get offerings of love, or if you're single, you can, like, somebody can offer themselves to you and say, "Hey, look, I'll help you out," or if they might be checking you out or whatever. And if you're already with somebody, that person will support you in a loving way. But at the end here, I also get that you might not be happy with certain friends you have, or you might not be happy with family that are going through some things and having differences of opinion, arguing with family members being idiots, and you like putting them in their place. Or maybe family members don't like the person you're with, or maybe the person you're with doesn't like the family members you're around. They might try to cause problems with you and this person that you're with, or they could be just, or this, if this isn't anything to do with love, it's you offering your services and them still criticizing you, or still getting in the way, or you getting in between family and saying, hey, what the hell are you guys doing? Like you could be the peacemaker or trying to control what happens to make sure nobody, goes off the rails. But I don't see nothing, really bad. It's just that, you might have to step in and take control of situations, especially if you're like the older one, or you're the one who has to control these people. Could be your family, or could be someone else's. So yeah, overall, that's what I got. September usually is a good month for me. I'm looking forward to it, actually. The energy is already getting better this week because it's the end of August going into September, but and the holiday is on Monday too. No problem, Nisi. I wanted to make sure general readings usually, you're reading for the whole month, right? So that's why I gave you all that insightful information, because I have to cover all my bases: love, work, family, bullshit, you know. So yeah, usually my general readings are like that. It gives a whole 30 days perspective on things. So you're welcome, sweetheart. No problem. Yeah, family is usually chaotic and annoying. But like I always say, you can choose your friends and you can also choose your family, but family is always going to be family. Unfortunately, you're a bunch of idiots sometimes in family, but Just deal with them accordingly. Everybody's family is a pain in the ass at some point. Damn nuisances. I deal with family every damn day. If it isn't my nephews, it's my sister. If it isn't my sister, it's my mom and dad. Always something. And I ask them, do you ever deal with me? And they're like, yeah, whatever, whatever. I'm like, yeah, exactly. They're like, oh, you should be grateful no one has to deal with you. I said, no one ain't gonna deal with me. God deals with me. That's all that matters. I don't need nobody to deal with me. I'm a grown man. And if I need some help, I'm gonna get a live-in nurse so she can take care of all my needs. Then they start laughing. I knew a few nurses on here, so I might get them to come take care of me if I need be, in a couple years' time. Now you're talking, Dan. See, looks like you already got it lined up. Thanks for the reminder. You know, a Swedish one could work. I want a Portuguese one. You know. Find me a Portuguese nurse. Put her in gear. Make sure she knows what's happening. Put it to the test. And if she don't work out, then I'll get the Swedish one. You know, one of them would do the trick. I'll be all right. Need to find some good recommendations when that time comes. I wouldn't be so lucky. Shit. I wonder why my chat said it was trying to reconnect you. I didn't even see it. Connect, disconnect, or connect. It's been acting up lately. I think it's this stupid browser, to be honest. I need to get back over to Firefox because it doesn't act up when I'm over there. I'm gonna try and use it again, but every time I use Firefox, the volume doesn't work. I might have to reboot my computer or something. I'll see what happens. But as long as it's okay right now, then we're good. It's getting extra cloudy. Shit. Apple works on Firefox and Google, and what's the other one? It doesn't have Windows on here. Windows can't go on Apple. But I have a Mac. I'm on a Mac right now, but I have a Windows computer as well, a PC. I have both because there's programs that I use for my business that I can only use on either one. Yeah, the Microsoft what is it called? Internet Explorer, but it's called Edge now or something. I have that on my Windows, but not on here. Here I have Google and Firefox. And I have Safari. That's the other one that comes with it is Safari. Safari. But I don't use Safari on here. I think it sucks. But when I use Firefox on here, Firefox has always been my favorite browser. It doesn't give me any problems, but Google does. Chrome. Yeah. So since I've been live on here for years, I've always had a Mac. And this is the new Mac that I bought this year. This Mac's only a couple months old. But it's not the computer, it's the actual stupid browser. Because when I'm on Firefox, it doesn't do that. But I stopped going on Firefox because my volume wouldn't work. And I'll be on here like, anybody hear me? No. So I had to reboot the whole computer. But when I come on here on Google, it doesn't do it. But from time to time, yes, last night it shut down twice. I had to reconnect it twice. And just now it said, chat disconnected. Please wait while we reconnect you. And then right after that, it says successfully connected. And everybody's telling me it's fine. So I don't know. Yeah, I've never really I like Chrome to browse certain things or go on certain. See, every to me, every browser is good for something. So I when I go on YouTube, I like going on Chrome because like to me it works better, right? And then on Firefox, when I go live on here, it's better for me because it doesn't like act up. But all of a sudden, the volume, the audio is not right. Everybody was telling me that it was messed up, and I'm like, damn it, man, I can't win on here. Like, what the hell? But whatever, I don't know. At the end of the day, when it does reconnect, it only takes like a minute for it to come back, so it's not a big deal. Yeah, I have the commercials on here too, the ads, because in order for me, they've made it to where if you want, because I'm monetized on here, and if I want to get paid through the super chats, and I can also get paid through to run the ads. But I put see when you run ads on here, right? It has conservative, balanced, and aggressive, like a lot. I always put it on conservative, and it says less ads ran through your live, and that's how I want it. I don't want too many ads running through here because for a psychic channel, right, should never have ads running through it because you're giving people readings. So when you're giving people readings and an ad comes up, it fucks up the reading. So then you got to go back and check it out, you know? So I don't like running ads on here, but it's telling me that they recommend me do it because I'm monetized, and it helps with the whole thing, which I don't really agree on, but I do it anyway. So it's fucking annoying, but I just want you guys to know that I put it on conservative. So that way it doesn't run ads the whole damn time, you know? So it pisses me off. I don't like it. Because when I watch other channels on here and the ad comes up, it pisses me off. So that's why sometimes I turn it off, and sometimes I put it on conservative on the least amount of ads it can have. So I don't really know because I'm not watching it. But I don't know how many ads comes up. I have no idea. But I put it on conservative. So if you get an ad once every 20 minutes, that's a good thing because then you won't have to worry about it. But what I recommend is anybody who gets a reading on here, as soon as you see the ad leave, you should do it right after that. So that way you got time that it won't come back up again for a while. That's what I always wondered, Dan. How the hell can a company that this big, but see, the company can't control the technology part of it to a certain extent, because at the end of the day, there's millions of people on YouTube every day, all day, and you see, there's different time zones, right? So you people right now that are going, waking up, we're going to sleep soon, and in a couple hours, and they're waking up. So there's never a break in the system because everybody's on here 24/7. So because of that, I feel like there's so many, you know, people on here that it glitches because there's too many people on here at the same time. So their server must be going nuts. So and then you have people's internet. Yeah, exactly. And people try to hack it, and then people come on people's lives, and then you have right now it says 10 people are in here. Other lives have thousands of people in there, so it's trying to keep up with the whole thing. So yeah, I guess I don't know, But that's what I'm asking you guys. How many times do you see the ad pop up? Is it every 20 minutes? Is it every 10 minutes? You know. But I put it on conservative every single time. It says less time, you make less money or whatever. But I don't really give a fuck about no ads. But me personally, if I was getting a reading, I would hate to have an ad pop up and I'm getting a reading. That will piss me off. So that's why I try and turn it off or put it on conservative. Dan, you said 15 to 20 minutes for you. Okay, cool. Well, that's not bad then. Okay, Barb, take care. I'll be back on later on tonight as usual. Well, 3 times ain't bad for like a whole hour and a half, 2 hours I'm on here. So if you get 3 ads in an hour, shit, that's not that bad. Because I put it on conservative because I don't even want to put it on balanced or what they recommend. I always put less. The less ads, the better. Well, some people be like, fuck you, they want to make money off the ads. But I'm like, fuck you. I want what's best for the people that are paying me money to get a reading. You know? I don't want to get if I'm at somebody's channel and I'm getting a reading, an important reading, and you're talking about important shit. I don't want to have to rewind to hear that shit again. I want to hear it in real time and not have an ad pop up and irritate me. So I think they should make an exception, for people who do readings and shit. But I don't know. Actually, I wish I could control the ad and say, okay, well, they should give me like a option where I'm gonna say, okay, everybody, don't get a reading right now. I'm gonna run an ad, you know, because I have to. I'll be right back, guys. Click. And everybody knows in the chat that I'm about to put an ad on for like, 20, 30 seconds or something. That would be nice. Not just do it when you want to when I'm reading somebody. So it'll be nice if they make it to where I can run an ad, manually, not automatically. I don't know if you can. I have no idea, but I wish they can do that. So that way I can say, hey guys, nobody's getting a reading right now. Okay, cool. Let me just run this ad real quick, and then after the ad, you guys can get a reading. Or let me know if you're getting a reading so I can run an ad right before you do it. Yeah, exactly. Guaranteed, Dan. Everything's always about fucking money. But like I said, I get super chats on here pretty much every day. There's a few people that rather super chat than PayPal, which is totally fine with me. I don't care. But super chats, I'm not getting the full $5, because YouTube takes money from me. So when I run ads, it makes up for the difference sometimes. But it's just the way it is right now. That's the way it's got to be, unfortunately. But my suggestion to everybody: if you hate ads, wait till the ad runs and then you donate, and then you say, "Okay, Mark, I just saw an ad, so hopefully another one doesn't come in the next 5 minutes. You do my reading." So, if any of you have any common sense, that's what I would suggest you to do. If you don't have a problem with ads, more bullshit we got to deal with. That's one thing I can't stand. I'll be fucking off the ad every day. And here in Bermuda, we get Bermuda ads, so it's worse. So I see shit that I don't even like. There's a woman that comes on, she's like, "Hi, Bermuda. I'm so and so, and I'm retired. And what gets you up in the morning?" And she looks like a fucking like dumbass, right? She's like 70 something years old, and she's like, "Hi, Bermuda." Every time I see that ad, the first thing I do is mute it because her voice is the most annoying shit I've ever heard in my life. And every time I see her again, like, and I'm like, hmm. I just press skip as fast as I can and I turn the volume off because that ad runs every single day I'm on here and it's fucking annoying. It's the most annoying shit in the world. Yep, exactly. That's what I feel like putting up there, but I can. There's nothing there, right? It's just a stupid ad. And that ad's been going on for months. Months that ad's been going on. It's for retirees. And I'm like, my parents are 80 something years old. They don't even have YouTube or anything. They wouldn't even have a computer or a phone with internet on it. So they'll never see that ad a day in their life. They wouldn't give a shit about no damn retirement trash anyway. But that Bermuda ad is the worst ad ever. And then we have another ad for a internet and phone company. It's a new company here called Paradise Mobile. And there's like this guy with painted fingernails, right? And he's like, "Hey, Bermuda, how you doing?" And he's all like, and I'm like, that ain't gonna get you no business because a lot of people are against all that type of, bullshit. Ain't no want to see no guy with no painted fingernails. So he's on there like, "Hey, Bermuda, it's Paradise Mobile. Come and see us, and we got the best deals in town." And they got like a few ads, and it's like the same idiot over and over with his painted fingernails. And I'm like, I will never go to that company just by looking at you, bro. Like, how am I want to get served by a guy with painted fingernails? That shit is the stupidest shit I've ever seen a man do in my life. Fuck. You gotta do everything a woman does. The fuck is wrong with you? Don't paint your damn nails, fool. People who do that shit need to get their brain checked. That's what my friend told me that shit the other day. He goes, "Hey, you saw that ad with that guy for Paradise Mobile? That's why that place is suffering. They ain't got no damn people going to that place. Ain't nobody want to go get served by that damn fool." I said, "Look, in Bermuda, they don't want nothing to do with guys like that. You get slapped for that shit." I said, "That's why there's nobody in that damn place. They need to get somebody else running the place. But obviously, he must have something to do with the place. That's why ain't nobody going there. Ain't nobody gonna deal with you, bro. People ain't about that life here. You got the wrong crowd. You might get guys like you who do that shit here, but you ain't got nobody like me around there. I'll beat your ass." Stupid ass people. Yeah, that's what this guy has. He's got like the black nail polish on his hands. I'm like, this guy's a fucking idiot. In Bermuda, we don't tolerate that shit, They don't do that shit. Guys don't do that shit here. You do that shit here, you're gonna either get beat up in an alley somewhere or they're gonna diss the shit out of you. Because we don't tolerate that bullshit here. Nail polish is for women, it's not for men. Just like how a bra and a G-string is meant for a woman. It's not meant for a man. Yeah? So leave the nail polish alone. Okay, earrings and all that is all right, whatever. You want to wear one or two, you do all that shit. I'd rather a man wear 2 earrings than wear a fucking nail polish. And if you do that shit here, you're going to get looked at in a different way. You go ahead. Oh, hey, Holly, how you doing? No, that will never happen. And if anybody does that shit as a joke, they're going to get beat up. That shit will never happen in my lifetime. No. Even if I had a daughter and she said, "Daddy," or a niece or whatever, they said, "Can I paint your nails?" I'll be like, "No, sweetheart, that ain't happening. We can do anything else but that." I wouldn't say anything else, but we ain't gonna be painting you ain't putting no makeup on me. Anything to do with a woman ain't going on me. That ain't fucking happening. I'm one of those guys, I can't do that shit. That ain't happening. I ain't no feminine guy. I'm masculine. And I ain't doing none of that stupid ass shit. That definitely ain't happening. Holly, how you doing, sweetheart? You good? I got your donation. You can ask your question when you're ready. You know, ain't no even not even no joking around, painting toenails and all that. No, no. Uh-uh. That ain't happening. You got anybody can do it. Just don't do it. No, I ain't doing it. And some people are like, oh, come on, Mark. That's the way up. No, it's not. You must want karma. Go ahead. Keep doing the devil's work. See where that's gonna get you. The devil's corrupting you to paint your nails. Yeah. You go right ahead. All these idiot guys out there doing women dressing up like women, acting like trannies and shit. You're gonna go to hell, bro. That's where you're going, to hell. You don't do shit like that. God made you a man, do manly things. God made you a woman, do woman things. Okay? Keep that shit far away from me. Uh-uh. You can do it on your own time. Just don't tell me about it and don't tell me you got them. And don't come around me with that shit either. What does Spirit have to tell you today? And you started school? Congrats. Yay. How was your first day, Holly? Okay. A little stressful. You had to contact IT to figure out how to submit an assignment. Barbie, you said you were gone already. You be hanging out. You be just like Ninja used to do. Ninja used to say, "See you guys later," and then hang out in the background and then pop back in all of a sudden. That's why I called her Ninja. Cause she'd be like a ninja popping in and out of the trees to come see everybody. So I'm gonna call you Ninja number 2. All right, so Holly, what I'm getting is Spirit doesn't want you to fear the results because fear is only going to cause delays. Okay? They want you to put all this like fear in a short lived term. They don't want you to fear anything. They don't want you to have anxiety. They don't want you to feel any type of way. They don't want you to feel like you're lower or you're mediocre or like anything like that. They don't want you to be preoccupied. They want you to reverse this trend that you have in your brain, and they want you to be, have this interest in school, overcome whatever happens, um, and stop worrying about your love life and if you're gonna have one. And this is just like what they want you to understand, that whatever problems you have, they want you to get over it, and they want you to like stop thinking about it, because they're saying that you feel overburdened and pressured by this, and you're feeling like the pressure, and sometimes like you think you have these problems you have to resolve all the time, or you have to put a lot of effort to meet your goals. And then you say, well, people are going to use their power and be selfish against me. Like, try not to think everybody's against you and everybody's like, not going to do anything for you, or it's you against the world. um they want you to understand that you put in that hard work, you make the effort to do what you have to do, and use your power in a way where you don't feel like you're doing something selfish. All right? You can't do that to yourself, and don't do that to yourself. And feel like, you can do it. Now, I want to say something. I want to ask you something actually. There's a guy in spirit here, right? He's got like see how my beard is not like that big, but it's like a little bit. There's a guy here that's got like dirty blonde hair, like almost like a dirty blonde or brownish type of hair, right? But it's light. And this person has a decent bit of hair, and they have like a little beard, and they're in spirit, and they're telling me that they want you to. I don't know if you know who this is, but this person is, like, I would say they're in their mid 40s or whatever. And yeah, I mean, I can't, I mean, like, it seems bright, you know, like it's an in between. Maybe it is your husband. I think so. But like, he's sitting on a couch, and like, how you have the sun coming through a window shining on him? That's what I see. And his hair is like kind of, bright. So it kind of looks like blondish, brownish, but I can't make it out because the sun's hitting him. And he's got like a little beard like mine. It's not doesn't look that thick. And he's sitting on the couch, and he wants you to know that he's behind, he's around you, he's trying to help you, and he says that you have to fight for what you want. Nothing's going to be given to you. Nothing's going to just be handed to you. You got to fight for everything like you always have. He says he knows you can do it, and he knows that you can make it. You just have to keep going. And if you need him to help you, you can just talk to him and he'll help you. But like he says that your mindset has to be a lot more positive. And he's got like a pair of jeans, and he's got like a long sleeve shirt. He looks very, he looks like you know, a good person. Like he's just sitting on the couch there. He looks well dressed, and he's not saying too much, but like I can see the sun coming through the window. And 'cause I haven't seen this guy for forever. I know you asked me about him years ago. It's been at least a couple years since I talked to this guy, but yeah, I'm sure it was him, but he just looks a bit different today. I can't remember like what he looked like because it's been so long. But yeah, he wants to help you. Like I see him on like a grayish blue couch. Like the gray is like, see, the sun is shining on it, so I can't really make it out too much. There's a reflection, but like the couch looks grayish or grayish bluish looking. But he's in a room where there's like a window, a double window, and the sun's coming through. But he says he wants to help you, but he wants you to help yourself. He doesn't want you to fear like what you're doing now. He wants you to keep going and have the power and strength. Like he's putting his fists like this, and he goes, "You got to tell her to fight." Hey, Blue Nile, how you doing? Hold on a second. I just got to text my sister. Oh my God, I hate texting sometimes. Yeah, just play it back. You'll be fine. All right. Well, I didn't know either, but he showed up there when I was shuffling the cards. He came. I saw the guy on the couch, and I'm like, maybe this is your late husband. So if that's him, that's what he looks like, and that's him. I would say he's hanging out there. Blue Nile, thanks for the donation, sweetheart. You can ask your questions when you're ready. But remember, your question was what the spirit wants you to know. But I didn't expect uh, your husband to come through because I haven't connected to him forever. So I see him on a couch chilling, and he was like telling me to tell you that he doesn't want you to like feel bad or feel like you can't do shit. He wants you to have more courage and more confidence in yourself. Like, he wants you to be, you could talk to him in spirit if you want, you know? Yeah. You can talk to him if you want. He's on the couch. He wants you to do that. He feels like he needs to help you, or he wants to help you. At least that's what he told me. He wants to help you. But he said it's only if you want his help. If you feel comfortable with him helping you, he will. But he says he's been hanging out with his mom. That's what he said. He's been hanging out at his mom's house. But I see him on a couch and the sun's coming through a window right on top of him. That's where he is. Yeah. So that's cool, Holly. Okay, that makes sense because he says I'm hanging out with my mom. Tell her I'm hanging out with my mom. So that's definitely him then. Yeah. If his mom passed away before him, yeah. So he says he's hanging out with his mom. I'm thinking that he's hanging out at his mom's house, because the mom's alive. So I didn't know the mom was passed, but yeah. So that's cool, Holly. He's willing to help you. All right, Blue Nile, you said this girl that you know about that doesn't like me has copied my birthday theme and dressed for her 21st. Do you see her getting her karma? What the fuck's wrong with this people with these damn women? That's crazy. Holly, I don't see him doing any harm. I really don't. He doesn't come across to me like that. I think he genuinely wants to help you. If it wasn't, then I wouldn't I wouldn't be able, I would feel it. You know what I mean? That's just me personally. I don't get any harm from him. And because the sun was shining on him, that's like a sign of something decent. That's just me personally, but it's up to you, if you want to deal with it. But yeah, I don't see no bad intentions. I actually think he wants to help you. Yeah. I would say rewatch everything I just said so you don't miss something. Hey Antigone. All right, let me read what you said, Blue Nile. Hold on a second. No problem, Holly. I'm glad he came through. Well, I'm getting that this girl is not very happy herself. Like that's why she's probably trying to copy you. But she is gonna get some karma. She's gonna be very disappointed in how her whole thing goes, you know? And I get that this person is trying to like this person's probably spending unnecessary money as well. And there's also the people around her don't really like her like that. Like they're gonna she's gonna be devastated soon about how what she's been doing, you know? I think the people in her circle are gonna like, get rid of her or gonna diss her for doing dumb shit. So I don't get nothing like, I don't get nothing good here with this person to be honest, Bruno. I don't see them staying together. I highly doubt it. I think this will be like I think this month is gonna be the last time, you know? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I feel like because you're asking me if she's gonna get karma, right? Or and I see that happening because I get like people moving on from her, being disappointed with her. You know, like whatever plans they had, it's all gonna go to shit. I got the 5 of Swords at the end, so that tells me she's, the other people are gonna make her life a miserable. Like they're finally catching on to her bullshit, you know. Hey Tanya, how you doing? Right. And I think that these people are finally realizing that they need to like stop dealing with her because she's some crazy ass biatch. But I think she runs her mouth about money and about materialistic things, and she's gonna end up, in the next 5 days or by the end of this month, I see it blowing all up in her face. To be honest, that's what I'm getting. I don't see her being happy at all. So it doesn't look good for her. Doesn't look good, Brev. It's not looking good, Brev. Yeah, exactly. It serves her right. I know that. That's why I said it. It's not looking good, Brev. All right, let me see. Moving forward, do you see me having more of a diverse friend circle next year? I went, but our culture is pretty reserved and closed, so I want to expand outside of that. All right, let me check. Well, I would say that I feel like there is going to be a couple friends, at least, 6 people that you can count on, and one you might be very close to in the next couple months moving forward. Um, your love life is still going to be the same, like nobody really decent around. You might discontinue to talk to certain people, especially men. But I do get that you can have up to at least a circle of 6 different people that you can like be cool with or go on a journey with or have a circle with. Not necessarily be cool with all 6, but you can at least have at least 6 friends that you can depend on. And one especially that will offer to do things for you and be besties with you or something like that. And this person might be your age or even a bit younger, even if it's a couple months. The person could be younger than you. But I still see like friends will be fine. You'll always have these decent friends, but the friends I see being okay. But love life, I still see that being on hold, you know? Yeah, it keeps acting up. I don't know why. It says chat disconnected, reconnected, successfully connected. I don't know what the hell's going on with this stupid ass shit today. But yeah, some dumb ass shit going on. It's already disconnected like 3 times. Then I've got ads running in here. It's always some bullshit. But my internet is like perfect. It says excellent condition. So it must be like YouTube shit, or I don't know. I have no idea. But yeah, it's been acting up since I got on here. I've been on here for an hour and it's disconnected like 3 times. So it ain't me. I know that because my shit's on point. It's like full bars. I even checked the thing and it says excellent condition. So yeah, I think your friends is gonna be fine. Love life, no. I think that's gonna be put on hold. But I feel like you're gonna have friends from other countries. I know you, like you said, you have different cultures and different things like that. That's a normal thing. You probably attract people like that, so that's cool. Try not to like worry about those type of things. If they're not worrying about it, then why worry about it? I have so many different friends from all over the world. I don't care where they came from, who they worship. I don't give a shit. You know what I mean? I just, as long as you respect me and I respect you, that's all that matters. You know, I know some people on here that I'm very close to that hate things that I love and love things that I hate. We're still cool. We can agree to disagree. We can still be friends. We just don't bring up those negative things. That's all. That's how life should be, you know? Well, there's always going to be certain people that, you can do things with and don't have to do things with. But I would say, even when you don't have anybody to do things with, you can always do shit yourself. When I don't have nobody that wants to do things that I like, I do by myself. I don't give a shit. I don't need friends to make me happy, that's for sure. People aggravate me. And as you get older, you'll see. You're young, see. When you reach my age, you're going to say, you know what, Mark told me. And when I get old, I'm going to be like, fuck these people. I'd rather be by myself. Let me tell you, when I was your age, I had millions of friends. And all those friends disappeared as I got more and more popular and more successful because they were all hating. And I just couldn't deal with them anymore. But it's all good. I like the less friends, the better. You know, the less friends you have, the better it is. The less you got to deal with. Less bullshit. Fuck these people. I'd rather have friends on here online like you guys and have real physical friends. I honestly do. That's why I come on here every day. Because I really like you guys a lot more than my regular friends that I have in real life. Well, some of you, not all of you. 'Cause there's some people on here that are pain in the asses. Let me catch up with this chat real quick. Um, Tanya, you said working hard. That lady I told you. Well, anyway, I don't know how I met her, but she came and took most of the stuff, and he's gonna distribute it to the valley where I lived in different organizations. Oh, cool. She picks up the rest of it tomorrow. Nice. That's good. Confirmation. Yes, spirit was right again. Amen. Yeah, Dan, there you go. Sounds like an episode of Touched by an Angel. Antigone, you said my on and off guy appreciated the birthday gift I gave him. He was nice enough to text me, and now he's quiet again. That's because you're a pain in the ass. He don't want to talk to you every damn day because you're a nuisance. He'd be like, I'll text her and say thanks, but whatever. See you next year on my birthday. Leave me alone, woman. All these guys don't want to deal with you damn women. You want too damn much. See? Then you're gonna say, I don't want nothing. I don't need a man. Uh-huh. You welcome, Blue Nile. No problem, sweetheart. It's all good. Claudia, what you laughing at? See, now she's gonna tell me, shut up. Look, shut up, Mark. Yeah, you tell me shut up because you know I'm right. He don't want to deal with your ass. Yes, I am, Claudia. Everybody says that. It's the talking shit in me. I like making people laugh, and I like laughing all day. If I don't laugh, something's wrong with me. Hey, Rudy, how you feeling? That's good. I'm glad you love it. You don't ask him for nothing, and he don't ask you for nothing either. He just don't want to talk to your ass. That's all. Some men are quiet and they're shy. They can't handle, a woman talking to a woman. They can't handle it. You think everybody's name is Mark and talks to women like me all day? See? He might be scared. Other guys are scared to talk to women, especially if they're good looking. They're like, oh, dang, this thing's too fine. I don't know if I got a chance. I don't even know if they're going to speak to me. Guys got to cut that shit out, man. Talk to her, man. You might get lucky. You might have a fine ass friend, or friends. And even if they're not good looking, who cares? Beauty's a light switch away. I ain't no Casanova. I don't want to be a Casanova. I want to be a Marcanova. I'm always going to be me. Natural, fun, loving, caring guy. But you'll never know what it's like to be loved. At least not by me. Hell no. I couldn't love you on my best day. No, no. No, no. You must think I'm dumb. And my mom's an elephant and gave birth to me yesterday. That's what I say. That's the saying, the elephant one. The beauty is a light switch away was my friend. One of my best friends said that one day. He goes, hey, Mark, that girl, I know she ain't that good looking, but she likes you. She got a nice ass. She got a nice body, but beauty's a light switch away, bro. Just turn them lights off and feel. And I'm like, what you just say? Beauty's a light switch away. Now, every time I hook up a damn light switch because I'm an electrician, I'm going to think about that shit every time now. And he started cracking up. And I was like, thanks for putting that shit in my brain. So every time I hook up a light switch, I'm going to say, look, beauty's a light switch away. There's always some funny ass shit. I hear my dog barking. This damn nuisance. Female dog. See, always acting, always loud and acting up. Cut it out. Stop your noise. She's gonna be like, where's Mark? On my cameras I can talk to her and tell her shut up. She's always making noise. She's just like you, always making noise. All bark and no bite. That's not true. That's probably what your friend says. He's probably like, well, I know Antigone's nice. She gave me a birthday gift, but if I ever dealt with her, I have to, turn the lights off. That's probably what he says. He probably, I gotta turn off the lights for her. She'd be too annoying. I'll put duct tape over her mouth so she don't talk. That's what he'll probably do. But you wouldn't be so lucky. Don't you miss me, Antigone? Antigone put a comment on my last video. She said, I keep missing your lives. And I said, that's a good thing, LOL. Anybody who sees that, they're going to be like, this guy. These two always begun at it. Oh, by the way, for those of you who know Marley, she told me that her daughter had an MRI today and everything's okay. She just got to get physiotherapy. So she don't have no fractures, no broken shit, no torn ligaments, muscles, nothing like that. It's just that she has to get physiotherapy. So the MRI went great, just like Spirit said. See? All good. So yeah, just wanted to let you guys know. I just remembered that. My bad. But yeah, everything's good. MRI went well. Emmy's okay. She's good to go. So yeah, Marley told me this morning. I just wanted to relate the message. There you go. Yeah, no problem. Because I know, her and I talk, all the time. So, and I always tell her that I know everything's going to be okay. Spirit always tells me that Emmy's going to be all right and things like that. So we already checked into it. I already told her that after the MRI, it's going to be fine. She ain't got nothing to worry about. It ain't going to be nothing serious. So it's just physiotherapy. That's it. Her shoulder's messed up. So she's still young. So she can work it out. She'll be fine. The good thing is nothing bad, which is great. Great news. No problem, Tanya. I just remembered it to tell you guys. Because I know we all pray for each other and care about each other. So, yeah, I agree. I went in the pool for 1 hour today from 5 to 6, and I exercised the whole time I was in the pool, and I feel so much better right now. I don't feel any pain. I don't feel nothing. Just by working out in the pool every day for like a half an hour to an hour. Today I did a whole hour. Because I was like, I had nobody aggravating me or bothering me. So I actually did a whole hour of workouts in the pool today. So it was nice. It was so good. And the last 10 minutes, I just floated there on top of like a noodle. So I can like get my back. So like if you float on a noodle like this, your back is like relaxing. It's hanging there. So it pulls your back down. So I did all of that stuff today. So it helped out a lot. I feel much better. I love hanging out and working out in the pool. It feels so refreshing. It feels like it actually does, does me some good. But I got to stick to it. I got to do it every day. I stretch. I do like all these swimming, like back and forth. And I go, I do some like, I act like I'm, bicycling in there. So it's cool. I had a good time today in the pool. It was nice. It was so refreshing and so cool. Now it's all cloudy right now. It's night. It's the winds in the north today, so it actually feels cooler at night now. For now, it does. There's no hurricanes out there, no tropical storms in the area, nothing brewing. Everything's dead, finished. For now, thank God. So usually when there's an early hurricane in August, there's not much activity after that, which I'm glad. It's been a good couple last days of good things happening. So I'm praying that nobody gets no hurricanes and gets fucked up and all that. There's enough bullshit in the world as it is. And about 2 weeks ago in Bermuda, 3 people got killed in broad daylight. They got shot. One, I think, is like on life support, and the other 2 are dead. They actually caught the 2 people that killed him. They caught him yesterday. A 21-year-old and a 16-year-old. And they were on a bike. And they got caught. And the 16-year-old was the one that shot the other ones. 16 years old, killing people. These fucking idiots. But I'm so happy that they finally caught him. It's been like 2 or 3 weeks now since that happened. I think it's been like 2 weeks. But they finally caught the suspects and the killers. So I'm glad. Hopefully they go behind bars for the rest of their life and snitch on everybody else and they all get caught. Fuckers. Yeah. Bermuda doesn't really have like gun violence and gun crime like all the time. But that was like crazy. That was some bullshit. See, we have gangs here and the gangs are going out, after each other, unfortunately. We have like two major gangs here and they go at each other and they kill each other every month there's like a shooting. It's worse now than it's been for a long time. But apparently these were like the kingpins, like the big boys that got shot and killed. And the two that got caught were like the younger generation. So it's all retaliation, You killed this person, now I'm gonna kill you. You killed that person, now I'm gonna kill you. But I'm so glad they got caught though. I'm so glad people finally stepped up and must have ratted them out somewhere where they finally got caught, which is good. But it's sad that they're that young, 21 and 16, and you threw your life away because for killing somebody. Like, what the hell is wrong with you? I couldn't imagine doing that shit. But whatever. I'm just glad they got caught. Fuck them. Yeah, pretty much, Antigone. That's how it works. But I can never find it in myself to kill somebody. I'm just not a violent person. I never have been. I mean, I had to deal with violent shit sometimes, but I never want to be that person. I don't know. When I was in the army, I hated shooting guns and shit. I never really wanted to do those type of things, but it was a part of life. I experienced it, but I would never want to kill somebody. That's just like not good. There's some days where I feel like it, but I know it's not the right thing, and I know it's not me. But you get mad sometimes at people, and you're like, if I had a gun right now, I'd shoot your dumb ass. We all say it, I'm sure, in our minds sometimes from bad people that we hate or bad people that do bad things, but that's not up to me. No, I had a choice to stay here or go to Jamaica or North Carolina, but they wanted me to be here because I was the only one who had a truck license, so I was in the military transport department. So they wanted me to be here to transport the troops in Bermuda because I was like one of the only ones who had a real license and shit. I got my truck license early because back then when you were 18, you had to go through a lot of tests to get your truck license and your trailering license and all that shit. So here it's not a big thing. The army wasn't a big thing. We didn't go we don't have an air force or like a serious military, but we had the military transport. We had I was in MT, which was motor transport, right? Then you had military people like the guys, what was it called? The A company, the B company. Then you had like the guys who actually went out in the field with guns and shit. But we didn't really need that type of stuff here because it wasn't really no war or anything like that. We just got trained to do certain things. In your first year, you have to deal with guns and you have to like learn the basics first. And then the second and third year, you go into a department. Yeah. So I didn't choose to go anywhere. They put me in the military transport department because they check your license and they say, oh, you know how to drive a truck? You got all the truck license? You need to come to the military transport department. You've had your license before these guys. You've got all the certification, blah, blah, blah. I actually drove around the colonel to like the parades or to his appointments. I drove like a fancy car and drove him around and shit. Cause I was like one of the few guys who had a license. So yeah, I was always driving the big shots around, and I also knew how to like trailer the cannon. So we had like a big cannon on the back of the truck, and I used to like drive it and park it and put it nice and neat. And some people couldn't even do it, but we trained to do it. In my third year, I did more mechanic stuff, like tune up the cars and the trucks, and make sure the tires were pumped up. I had to wash the vehicles and stuff. So I had an easy third year, but my first year was hell. My second year was okay, and my third year was like, thank God I'm getting the fuck out of here. I never wanted to go back. They wanted me to stay, and I was like, oh hell no. And they offered to give more money and everything, and I'm like, no, no, I'm out of here. I can't dress up in this bullshit every week doing this shit. No, no. But it was mandatory back when I was 18. It was mandatory. You had to go for 3 years. You got enrolled. If you the only way you got out of the army back then was if you had asthma, you had medical conditions, you had a disease, or you had some disformation in your body or something like that. You had to have a problem. Like my brother, he got discharged because he had asthma and bronchitis. So he couldn't run around because he's a possibility of him dying. So the doctor said he can't go to the army because he had asthma and bronchitis really, really bad. He still does have it, like, but me, I was perfectly fine. I had a clean bill of health. So they said, "Yep, you're good." And I was like, "You fuckers!" I begged my doctor. I said, "Please, just write some bullshit. I don't want to go." And he's like, "No, no, it's gonna be good for you, Mark. Trust me, you'll love it." I'm like, "Yeah, right." So anyway, yeah, I went for 3 years. I met a lot of the best part of the army was meeting all these cool guys and meeting all these nice people and meeting, I met a lot of friends that I still have till today. That when I see them, we're like, "Yo, what's up, bro? I ain't seen you forever." I made a lot of good friends in the army. I still have a majority of them as friends anyway. So it was cool. That was the best part was learning things, becoming a real man in the army, knowing what life was all about without your mommy. You know, cooking, cleaning. Had to make your bed. You had to wake up early in the morning. You had to iron your own clothes. You had to shine your boots, your cap badge. You had to do everything yourself. It makes you a man. All the mama's boys were crying. All the gangsters were mad. I just did what I had to do. I got in trouble in my second year, you know, for fucking off this guy and stuff and fighting and shit, but that's about it. I didn't really get in much trouble after that. But I was young and crazy. But I left on good terms, which was good. And it definitely helped me, even though I don't like to admit it sometimes, but it definitely made me a better person. It shows you respect, But anyway, I'm gonna get out of here myself. It's 7:30. I'm gonna go get some dinner. And I'll be back in like 2 hours from now. I'll come back. All right, Antigone, good seeing you. I'll be back in 2 hours or so, probably. So if anybody hears me, I'll be back in 2 hours. I'll be back tonight. All right, take care. All right, cool.